Hey, you're all together?
Yep, we're from the Astral Express.
Oh. Did Madame Herta send you to help?
It's just a coincidence. We came to deliver the rare relic Herta trusted us to find. We didn't expect to arrive during an invasion.
Why is the Antimatter Legion targeting you guys? It seems they just ignored the surface of the planet and came straight to the space station.
I have no idea. The Legion came at a very suspicious time, almost right after the security system suddenly failed.
Coincidentemente, eles invadiram quando coincidentemente o sistema falhou.
Coincidência? Acho que não!
É isso.
Lead researcher Asta immediately began to organize the evacuation. I was supposed to cover everyone as they evacuated, but I didn't expect to end up failing in this task.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Your leg and dominant hand were injured. It was a wise decision to hide here and avoid a head-on encounter with the Legion.
Yeah, most of the staff have been evacuated safely. So right now our highest priority is to return to the Master Control Zone and plan a counterattack. So, do you know how to use the elevator? I couldn't start it.
After the evacuation was complete, the elevators were all shut down to keep the Legion away from the Master Control Zone. Since Lady Asta sent you to look for me, I assume she must have given you the encryption key for accessing the elevator system?
Oh, right. She did give me some sort of card.
March.
But where did I put it?
Perdeu o cartão.
You...
Here it is.
Now that we found the key, we should get going. We can use that console over there to unlock the elevator.
Vamos ligar aqui o elevador.
Let's go.
Hold on. I only activated the elevator on the highest floor. We'll have to go there to use it.
Beleza.
Sorry. The space station was entrusted to Lady Asta by Madame Herta. I must do this for the safety of the Master Control Zone and the staff there. So I'll have to trouble you to take a bit of a detour. Sincerest apologies.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
My leg is injured. I'd only slow you down. I'll stay here and shut down the elevator once you've made it to the Master Control Zone.
You won't slow us down. And you should be able to shut down the elevators from the Master Control Zone, right?
Agreed. He and I made it here safely. And now we've also got Danhung. We're more than enough to protect you. Let us worry about the Antimatter Legion. You just follow us and keep yourself alive.
Confia na gente.
Thank you.
Segue o pai. A porta ali tá fechada. Tá, ele é gelo e coisa, né? Eu não sei se isso é evento, sei lá que elemento é esse. Deixa eu ver qual a animação da ult desse amigo aqui. Oh, da hora, hein? É como se... Ele lembra até um pouco o Kazuha, né? Nesse sentido de... dessas árvores. Tá, mais um combate. Nossa, a 7 de março não tá dando nenhum, coitado. Vou usar aqui a ult. É, o jogo tá bem bonito por enquanto, tô gostando. Tem que ver se tem alguma coisa pra explorar aqui ou pegar, né? Importante. É importante.
The repulsion bridge has been shut down?
Yes, to stall the enemy, more or less.
Tá, então vamos ligar, né? Vamos ligar aqui, dar uma passada, destruir isso. Um baú aqui, as coisas pra destruir aqui. Outro inimigo. Vai de vala. Nossa, bonito, hein?
Hey, these shiny things. Are these light cones? I thought only the Interastral Peace Corporation had rare stuff like this.
No. Light cones are Garden of Recollection technology. They allow you to carry memories around. Very potent enhancement items. I heard the corporation paid a lot for the usage rights, but I've no idea how Herta managed to get hold of one.
They were acquired legitimately. That's all I can say. Take them. They're very useful in combat.
Eu tinha aqui uma cartinha. Cones podem oferecer bônus de atributo. Equipe Cones dá luz que corresponde com o caminho do personagem. Ok. Aumenta o ataque básico e o dano da perícia em 20%. Ok.
Aw, is that it? We've reached the elevator already? That wasn't too many monsters. Oh, probably shouldn't have said that. Might bring bad luck.
Ih, cortei no meio o bagulho. É, só foi ela falar e apareceu alguém. Mas tinha que abrir a boca, hein? Esse cara que tem vida, hein? Eita, pega. Vamos usar aqui a defesa. Use o modo de verificação para ver o status de um personagem em detalhes. Exibe as melhorias e penalidades aplicadas no personagem. Clique para exibir informações detalhadas sobre o inimigo. Não adiantou nada. Eita, pega. Será que eu devia focar nos menores primeiro? Acho que é melhor, né? Ué, não matou o cara? Ah, qual foi?
Seu Zé Ruela, desgraçados!
Nossa senhora! Ah, vai matar minha 7 de macho. Vou colocar um escudo nela. Vou multar aqui. E toma. Ah, ele não morreu ainda. Não é possível. Ah, tá.
Ah, tá, graças a Deus.
Pegue na minha bomba!
Uma pena.
Why does it always have to get this exciting? Anyway, at least you're back.
Cutscene não roda, não é.
Done hung.
Não tem o que fazer.
Through a lot.
Oh, phew. Himeko, what took you so long? That last wave of antimatter legion came at us like a swarm of locusts. Have you ever tried shooting locusts with a bow?
I wouldn't have made a difference. My orbital cannon can deal with a whole bunch of enemies at once, but I couldn't just blow up the space station with it. Herta would not like that. Are you all right, Arlan? Asta's been worried about you.
I'm fine. A quick patching up will do. Thanks for asking. I'll report the situation to lead researcher Asta immediately. Bye.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Himeko, navigator of the Astral Express.
Oi, moça.
In other words, she's in charge of where the express goes.
March hasn't been any trouble for you along the way, has she?
Think carefully about how you want to reply to that.
Nesse caso, prefiro não responder. Muito bom.
Well, that's the joy of youth. We should take every step forward full of energy. He's a discerning one, isn't he, Dan Hung?
I have the right to remain silent.
Look at you all. You've already gotten really close. Come on. Asta has been worried about all of you.
Ah, dá pra desligar as sombras, legal. Vamos ver se não fica muito esquisito, senão eu volto com elas.
Telemetry signal frequency unusually high. Maintain at normal levels. Our measurements predict that the Legion is about to unleash over 10 waves of continuous attacks. Everyone, brace yourselves.
Asta, we're back.
Oh, I'm glad you're all back safe. Arlan just told me about the situation at the storage zone and about his injury. Thank you for all your help. In times of disaster, I realize more and more that the space station's researchers are its most valuable assets. Alas, we were ill-prepared for such emergencies. We should have built up our security and combat departments. But on the other hand, the entire crew of the Astral Express seems to be extraordinarily skilled.
What is the current situation on the space station?
The situation is under control for now. The damage to our security system was minor. The intruder only managed to alter a small amount of data, so it was easy to fix. The real problem lies with the researchers. They trust Madame Herta wholeheartedly and never thought that the space station would be breached by the Legion. A broken spirit is far worse than a broken body.
Let's go speak with the researchers. Right now, the space station can't afford any more unexpected turns, especially from within. Have you tried contacting Herta?
I sent multiple letters, all met with silence. You know her, Himeko? The space station is but a mere warehouse for followers and rare items. She doesn't really care about it.
I knew it. No matter. I'll also send a letter to Herta and tell her that we've brought the rare item she seeks. At least that might get her attention.
Salto hiperespacial. Faça saltos para obter personagens e ícones de luz. Isso aqui é o Gacha? É o Gacha. Faça um salto hiperespacial. Tá. Ô, bonitão essa animação do trem, hein? Asta. Conseguiu Asta. Mensagem? Opa. Recompensa de pré-registro. A Serval, ela é do tipo raio.
What's the matter? You seem to have something on your mind.
Queria saber mais sobre o Expresso.
Basically speaking, it's a train that travels through space. But more specifically, the Astral Express was a creation of the Eon, Akavili the Trailblazer. As for what the Trailblaze, the Eons, and Akavili are all about, let's talk about it when things have calmed down a little. I don't want to overwhelm you now, do I?
Ok. Sobre os cones de luz.
Light cones were created by the Garden of Recollection. These followers of the Eon of Remembrance refined memory fragments to create light cones, which preserve memories. But you've already realized it, haven't you? Since light cones can preserve memories, they can also preserve experiences and abilities. That's why light cones are extremely precious rare items under Level 2 restriction by the Interastral Peace Corporation.
Ah, esse negócio então é como se fosse um memory card das memórias da pessoa, ok.
As far as I know, only the IPC possesses light cone technology authorized by the Garden of Recollection. I couldn't say what deal Herta made with the Garden, but knowing her, it was likely off the books. You should cherish every light cone. They are all precious memories of their original owners.
Você sabe quem sou eu?
Who exactly you are escapes me, but you seem familiar to me. I have a couple of hunches, but I can't prove any at this point, so they'll be my little secrets for now. Are you concerned about your past? You seem like someone who prefers to look forward rather than back. Or maybe I'm just describing myself. Come
Tá
find
bom.
me anytime if you have more questions.
Hello, how can I help you?
Queria saber mais sobre a estação.
This is Herta Space Station. As you might tell from its name, it belongs to the distinguished Madame Herta herself. Herta Space Station was originally built as a warehouse for rare items and relics, but Madame Herta also allowed her followers to oversee tasks and conduct research, then gradually turned into a scientific research base.
Ok.
The storage zone you pass through contains all our inventory and is the main research center. The master control zone where we are now is the control center of the whole space station. It is said that the space station also contains Madame Herta's private chamber, where her most precious, rare, and dangerous collections are sealed. And for someone like her, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Even for me, the lead researcher, there are many things she keeps secret.
Tá, fala mais sobre essa Herta então.
She's a member of the Genius Society, one of the proud favorites of the Eon of Erudition. Ever since the birth of Nous, there have only been 84 people admitted into the Genius Society. That is why Madame Herta is extremely headstrong. She only pursues what interests her, and as soon as that interest is lost, she abandons it and moves on. The space station was one such abandoned interest. Anyway, I lent out one of her manuscripts as a resource reference not long ago. It should still be in the master control zone. You can take a look if you wish.
Tá, fala mais sobre você
I'm
então.
lead researcher of Herta Space Station. But honestly, I'm more like Madame Herta's housekeeper of this place. Madame Herta is a genius, but managing disparate staff, tactfully representing the space station before the Intelligentsia Guild, these are all things beyond her abilities. But as it turns out, they are my forte.
Ok.
Scholars are a lot easier to deal with than those vociferous old geezers back home. No matter how much they drone on about astronomy is just about looking at things, it doesn't bring any real value, they all fall silent in front of Madame Herta. No matter the problem, you just needed to say that it was Madame Herta's wishes and all would be fine. After all, Herta herself is a symbol of wisdom.
Tá, então essa Herta, ela é super importante, é isso. Resumindo.
I can count the stars to sleep. Otherwise, I would have had to inherit the family fortune and, just thinking about it terrifies me.
Tá, sobre o
Arlan
Alan.
went to dress his wounds at the rest area. He knows himself well, but if he insists on pushing his limits, I'll give him a good earful. I'm very upset he didn't obey my orders and insisted on searching the storage zone, even though everyone had already evacuated. I know he didn't want to leave any researchers behind. The security department is more than just a job to him. But Arlan doesn't care about getting hurt. He only cares about protecting others. It's the only way he feels fulfilled. And it's not that I don't understand where he's coming from. I just want him to look out for himself, too.
Entendi. É, ele tem a síndrome do protagonista bonzinho.
Chatting with
Resumindo,
you
né?
seems to have lightened my mood. Seems like talking can really raise one's spirits. I'll leave the reassurance of the researchers in your hands.
Ok.
If you have any other questions, you're welcome to come to Himeko and me.
Acabei de fazer isso, moça. Como é que você tá?
Oh, I'm fine. This pain is nothing, really. I'm used to it. In fact, I should be proud of it. It's a reminder of being able to protect everyone. But, don't tell lead researcher Asta what I just said.
Tá... Como é que tá aqui o lugar? Quer dizer, a estação espacial.
There were a few researchers who didn't make it. The rest are fine. Mostly minor injuries. But I'm worried about their mental states. Most of them came to the space station because they admired Madame Herta. But now they can't reach her or even their own families. I just hope they can all survive this crisis.
E como é que é a Asta?
My first impression was that she was the daughter of a rich family, owners of a big company. She was kind to me, though. When she went to the space station, I followed her. I don't know much about science, but I'm glad to be able to protect people in pursuit of their research.
Ok, vai
I
descansar.
hope all this chaos will end soon.
Você obteve... Ok. Do nada. Precisa de ajuda aí, moça?
Push the stick down, Alfred. Oh, sorry. I got the wrong person.
Deixa eu te ajudar.
Thanks, kid. We're doing some pre-checks for the satellite remote sensing. I'll hold down the button to monitor the signal, and you push the control stick according to my instructions. But first, let's talk about the controls. Up is the spectrometer, down is the filter, left is the reference level, and right is the attenuator. Pre-checks have 3 steps. Turning on the spectrometer, then the attenuator, and finally outputting the signal to the filter.
Tá, agora pode
Quite a
falar.
bit to remember. You got everything?
Opa, pode... Decorei sim.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Tá, você começa com cima, baixo, esquerda.
Wrong order, kid.
What?
Let me demonstrate.
Ué,
Push the control stick up to activate the spectrometer, then right for the attenuator, and finally down for the filter. Wonderful, thank you.
como assim eu errei
That was
hoje?
very helpful of you, kid. Alfred was the researcher in charge of this. He was in the storage zone earlier. He didn't make it back. Abraham was close to him. I don't know how to tell him about it. The top priority is to preserve the space station and concentrate on the work at hand.
É que parece parece protagonista de anime.
I need to leave. I need to run from this forsaken... No, it's impossible. I can run from yesterday, I can run from today, but tomorrow will always be one step ahead of me. Look! The obstacle detection terminal has recorded 142,856 attacks. The next count will be 142,857. I know in my heart that when I see that hopelessly beautiful cyclic number, it will mean the poetic end of my life cycle.
A vida é só um caminho para a morte, mas não é hoje.
How insightful. Yes, of course. The closer you approach death, the more you appreciate life.
É, isso aqui é verdade.
I will pull myself together. Thank you. That was kind of you.
Imagina. Registro de viagem. Participe de vários eventos para obter recompensa, tá? Aqui o login diário. Desejo de exploração. Ah, tá. É pra mim pegar nível. Beleza. Sincronia do beijo estelar. Obtida após concluir missão. Isso é coisa de missão. É aqui para testar os personagens. Ao chegar ao nível de desbravamento 21, conclua o salão esquecido para obter a personagem King Quen, sei lá. Uns nomes complicados, não sei falar.
Tu é analfabeto!
Continuo dando uma olhada pela zona e informe Asta. Ajudei 2 pessoas. É isso, né? Aí, moça, voltei. E?
Take the express and leave. I'll stay.
But
Let's go.
Alguém invadindo aí, o louco.
We lost communications.
Are you thinking of going back? Well, let me remind you. That's the Doomsday Beast. The Legion's planet destroyer.
The space station is Herta's creation. As long as the Lord Ravager doesn't intervene, there should be no problems.
But we can't just run away like this, right?
The Doomsday Beast can rip off the defense shield like tearing paper. And Herta's not here. The station's defenses are too weak to stand against the Antimatter Legion. Either way, the Legion has the blessing of the Aeon Nanook. They came prepared, and everyone here is not.
That's why we have to leave and take him with us.
Ah, okay.
He's that important?
He's the one who can help us turn the tides. Of course, I may be wrong.
As you say so. All right. What should we do next?
This is the supply zone where the maintenance crew works. There's a path here that leads to the railway platform. Let's head over there and meet up with Welt.
Mr. Yang? Mr. Yang's here too? Didn't he stay on the Express?
The Astral Express tracks our coordinates in real time. And with such a huge change in the space station's movements, there's no way Mr. Yang wouldn't have noticed.
I can almost guarantee that your Mr. Yang is already on his way. Right now, we might be able to handle things if it's just the Doomsday Beast, but if the Destruction's Emanator were to appear...
O emanador da destruição.
Let's hurry up and get out of here. I'll explain later.
Eu não consigo nenhuma das portas. Himeko pode desferir ataques extras durante a batalha. Sempre que um aliado infligir quebra de fraqueza, Himeko acumula a carga. Nossa, tô lendo tudo errado. Vou colocar um escudo aqui no amigo. Lutar aqui com o amigo também.
This sanctuary is but a vision.
You won't get away.
Ia lá? A mina puxou um drone, mano. Que é isso? A mina puxou um drone, velho. Caraca, ela luta usando uma maleta. Ela é tipo cavé, mano. Caraca. A ult da Himeko junto com a da Kafka é uma das mais bonitas que eu vi até o momento. Tá, girou aqui a ponte pra gente passar, beleza. Aí coisa aqui de novo. Mete a porrada nesse bicho aqui. Let's go. Oh, a ult dessa aqui é mó maneiro, velho, na moral. Olha isso. Olha isso, cara, velho. Não teve nem graça. Só foram de arrasta pra cima. Ih, olha outro capeta ali. Bicho, nível 11. Ah, vai. Eu acho que é melhor eu tirar os minions primeiro e depois levar o grandão. Nossa senhora. Ai. Ah, meu Deus, ela foi de base a 7 de março. Ai, eu vou perder pra esse bicho. Ué, não deu dano? Que isso? Foi roubado! Nossa, o bicho tem muita vida, velho. Eu vou perder isso aqui. É, eu perdi. Deixa quieto. Ai, que merda. Ah, eu quase consigo chegar perto de matar. Ele fica com metade da vida, mas não é o suficiente. Deixa quieto, velho. Parar de enrolação aí logo, vai. Não vai não. Toma bomba.